Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well. Welcome again to Social Studies on this lovely Thursday afternoon. Um, I hope you are all healthy and happy and enjoying some kind of different activities to do at home. And I hope you're all, hello, good morning. No, afternoon. Good afternoon, Warren. Uh, I hope you're all keeping up with your schoolwork. Today, you will have an assignment that is due tomorrow. And remember, all assignments need to be in by April 3rd. We can't accept assignments for the third quarter after April 3rd. So make sure that your assignments are turned in. The assignment that is due tomorrow is on GradeLink, but I will explain it to you. And I will not be seeing you tomorrow because we have a half day, periods 1 through 4, and then we have a 2-week spring break. So I hope everybody enjoys that. You deserve some rest and relaxation, and I hope you're planning some fun activities while staying away from people. I know it's kind of tricky, but think of some. Hi, Nicholas. Hi, Drew. Yes, Drew, you were the second person there. Hi, Ari. Hi, David and Riley and Josh. Good to see you guys all joining. I hope you are all doing well. First of all, do you have any questions about anything? Aw, Drew, don't say spring break is going to be boring. Find something great to do. Go on YouTube, get a new skill, find out how to, I don't know, play a guitar, learn to whistle, learn to juggle. You can always learn a new dance. I don't know. YouTube teaches us all kinds of things. Hello, Phantom Pancake, which is Matt. Now I remember that. And I know, Warren, I'm sorry. All right. Hi, Nicholas G. Aw, you're not getting ice time either, I bet. So, hi, Sam. I'm going to learn to juggle chainsaws. All right. That's going to be challenging for sure, Nicholas M. Hi, Gabby. Uh, anyway, I hope that we're all trying to make the best of this, right? And hopefully you'll find some good activities to do during the spring break. I was going to go visit my grandson, so I know how you feel. I'm reading him books at night on FaceTime, but I really miss not traveling. All right. Riley wants to know, I know, no hockey. I know. I'm sorry, Nick G. And Riley wants to know where you're going to get those chainsaws, Nick. At Walmart. Yep, they probably do. And they're probably in stock. All right, guys. Um, we are we are going to talk today about something you're going to read later on, which is the Byzantine Empire. And as I ask you to have your books, if you could please turn to page 290, and you can see there, you can see the Byzantine Empire right there. It's in the purple. It is between Europe and Asia, and it is a great location for trade. It has the Black Sea, the Mediterranean Sea, and all this land in between Europe and Asia. So it kind of has the best of both worlds for trade. The Byzantine Empire was an important empire. And we're going to cover a few key terms before we start. Just a few. One is Constantinople. Constantinople, formerly known as Byzantium, became the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire. Remember, there's the Eastern Roman Empire and the Western Roman Empire. And Justinian was the emperor of the Byzantine Empire from 527 to 565. He rebuilt Constantinople and made reforms to the law. Justinian gathered all the laws they had, condensed them into one legal code, and that legal code explained the law and the consequence of not following the law. And these were posted, and anybody can go and anybody could go and read this. And so they would know exactly where they stood. So it was a body of civil law, a comprehensive collection of Roman legal writings assembled by Emperor Justinian. And that's what he was known as the lawgiver, and it was called the Justinian Code. Also, I want you to become familiar with a word which is autocrat, and an autocrat is a sole ruler with absolute power. Also, some people and some other terms. Theodora. Theodora is the empress of the Byzantine Empire, and she was Justinian's wife, a fearless, they say, and powerful co-ruler. And they say she was beautiful. Also, the word patriarch. In the Byzantine and Roman empires, the highest church official in a major city was called the patriarch. And an icon, we're going to read about religious icons, of which there was a dispute about. And icon is a holy image of Christ or the Virgin Mary or a saint venerated in the Eastern Orthodox Church. So very important people, icons of them. And then we have the Great Schism, which is the schism is an official split between the Roman Catholic and the Byzantine empires. So the Byzantine Empire, and we're looking on page 289, in Constantinople, and it was a great center for trade. It had the Hagia Sophia also, which was an important and beautiful Christian church. And traders came from everywhere. In your book, it says that a trader came in and he saw rolls of Chinese silk, which is exactly what he wanted. And he took the silk in exchange for gold coins, and he went back home to sell it for a great profit, right? Just like we do today. Many companies buy things, have things made, put them on the market, and they make a profit for selling them. And since Constantine had Constantinople built to be the eastern capital of the Roman Empire, he also modeled it after Rome. And like Rome, it became a big center of faith. And so became a center of faith as well as a center of trade. The emperor, in the late 300s, the emperor Theodosius I, he made Christianity the official religion of the Roman Empire. And when he died, his wife, in his will, it stated that he formally split the empire, leaving half to each son. So over the next 100 years, tribes of barbarian invaders came, captured most of the lands that were controlled by the Western Empire, Roman Empire. And one of these tribes, the Goths, overthrew the last emperor of the Western Roman Empire, bringing it to an end. But the Pope and the Roman Church still existed in the West. And the Eastern Roman Empire, or the Byzantine Empire, continued to strive. And in 610 AD is when the Eastern Roman Empire officially became known as the Byzantine Empire. The capital city was Constantinople. And remember, previously it was called Byzantium. It was the center of the empire. It had a favorable location for trade, like we talked about, and it had great wealth and great splendor. The Byzantine Empire promoted the blending of Greek, Roman, Christian, and Middle Eastern cultures. So a lot of cultural diffusion there. And then of course, bring in the trade. Over time, much of the art and architecture reflected styles of the Middle East while retaining the basis of Rome. So they reflected styles of Persia, and they also reflected the styles of home. Most importantly, though, the Byzantine empires preserved the learning and writing from ancient Greek and Rome. And these are what they called the classics. And so they preserved those. Much of it had been lost or destroyed in the West by invasion of the Germanic tribes. However, the Byzantines wanted to establish themselves separate from Rome. And for example, they changed the official language from Latin to Greek. And actually, in their church services, it resulted to be a good thing because everybody understood Greek and not everyone understood Latin. Byzantine Christianity. Other ways in which Byzantines differed was in their views of Christianity. While there are many similarities, they did agree on a great number of issues, and you're going to read about those in your reading today. And also, I wanted to read you just a little bit, about the age of Justinian and the Justinian Code. We talked about that a little bit a while ago, and also the Hagia Sophia. So Justinian was perhaps the greatest emperor that the Byzantine Empire had. He hoped his empire would be as great as ancient Rome, and he wanted to recover his lands lost to the invaders and reconstitute and expand his empire. He was able to take back a lot of the land, actually, but not all of it. Of the territory that once belonged to Rome, he took a lot of it back. And for his empire, remember we had talked about Justinian's code. For his empire, Justinian organized laws with over 4,000 written laws. They are better known today or back then as Justinian's code. It was his code of law. This code was based on old Roman law. Hi, Connor. These laws defined issues such as citizenship, marriage, inheritance, slavery, property rights, criminal acts, and it reflected all the punishments in his law. So if you were interested or wanted to know, you were responsible for knowing the laws, and the citizens were responsible for following the laws. And let's see. Okay, I'm not sure what he's saying. All right. If you have any questions, please go ahead and put them in the chat. Okay, so this code is significant because it laid out rules for this massive kingdom, which helped unify it and control it. They had to have a set of laws. Imagine in Los Angeles, even if we didn't have laws, we'd be in deep trouble overnight. All kinds of laws, like they said here, marriage laws, divorce laws, driving laws, laws of the road, all kinds of laws for respecting other people's property and things like that. And they all also have a consequence. So not any different from what we have today, except that Justinian gathered it all, put it all in one place, and he showed the punishments for everything and the law. Everything was clear. So everybody that could read had access to it and could have all this information. Many laws or legal systems today really are based on Justinian's code. So that is a legacy that he left behind. Many of our laws today are based on his code. All right. And also, Justinian was a great builder. Remember Bob the Builder? This is Justinian the Builder. He launched a massive building program in Constantinople. Remember, he wanted it to be beautiful. He wanted it to be grand. He wanted it to be like Rome. He built massive protective walls to protect the city. right? Massive walls. Today that wouldn't work because we have airplanes, but back then they didn't. So it was a great form of protection for the empire. These walls helped protect the city from attack for over 1,000 years. Um, yes, Josh, I'm sure he would have been good at Fortnite because he was a great builder. He also had many bridges, and the Romans were famous for their bridges and their aqueducts and their churches. And he was behind a lot of this building. The greatest building achievement, however, was the church called the Hagia Sophia. And Hagia Sophia means holy wisdom in Greek. So the church, Hagia Sophia, also known as the Church of Holy Wisdom. The Hagia Sophia is important for both religious and architectural reasons. It's renowned for its domes and was the largest cathedral in the world for about 1,000 years. Imagine. Um, I wonder, they don't have a picture of it, sadly, in the book, but you can go online and look at the picture and actually tour the Hagia Sophia, which is amazing. And it's renowned for its domes, and I said was the largest cathedral in the world for over 1,000 years. The Hagia Sophia was the center of Eastern Orthodox Christianity and was known as the Vatican of the East, right? And the Vatican, we know, is the center for the Catholic religion. It was later converted, actually, to a Muslim mosque in 1453 after the Ottoman Turks took control of Constantinople. So they came in later, they were Islamic, and they changed the Hagia Sophia to a Muslim mosque. It remained a mosque until 1935 when the Turkish government made it into a museum. So if you visit the Hagia Sophia, you can tour it. And then there was another building worth mentioning, and that was the Hippodrome. The Hippodrome, while not built by Justinian, it was very impressive. Throughout the Byzantine period, the Hippodrome was the center of the city's sporting and social life. So, kind of like the Staples Center or the LA Convention Center. Um, Horse and chariot racing were held there. It was a popular pastime of the ancient world. The work of the hippodrome came from the Greek word hippos, which means horse, and dromos, which means path. So, path of the horse. At its largest, the hippodrome sat over 100,000 spectators. Pretty good for back then. Over 100,000 spectators. It was said to have been elaborately decorated with works of art and tapestries, right? Tapestries are rugs with beautiful designs, could also be cloth with beautiful, beautiful designs. It also featured glorious bronze statues of horses, gods, and statues of former emperors. So the Hippodrome was also a very impressive building. And again, the Hagia Sophia under Justinian, the Hippodrome was not. So tonight for homework, you are reading pages 289 to 291. It's what we just talked about. Yes, Josh, he was quite the interior decorator. Incredible inside the Hagia Sophia. Incredible. And for homework, you are going to give me bullet points, and we're not going to ask how many, as many as you can, as many as are there. You're going to bullet point pages 290 to 291 under the title, The Roman Empire in the East. So, right there to there. Okay, you are going to give me bullet points. Please remember to use the headings in the book and bullet point underneath to help solidify this the study on the Byzantine Empire. You're going to talk to me in the bullet points about two centers of Christianity, a center of trade and life in the empire. And in there, you're going to include a bit about Justinian and the Justinian Code. And yes, Riley, it's due tomorrow. Remember, I'm being flexible on the dates. But for sure, if you could turn it in tomorrow, that would be awesome. That's ideal. Remember, the end of the quarter is April 3rd. So you all should check GradeLink. And no, you don't have to send it to me by noon tomorrow, Gabby. Tomorrow, anytime is fine. And again, send it to Google Docs and send it to my Gmail. You have it by now, but just in case, it's Marty, Marti, Packman, Packman 195 at gmail.com. So you don't have to send it by noon, none of that kind of pressure. Okay, are there any questions? Thank you, Drew. Yes, Connor, it is on GradeLink. The assignment is on GradeLink, and it's also on a Google Doc that we emailed to your parents. You're welcome. I hope everyone is well. Um, That's right. You don't have to capitalize the M, Drew. No, it's all lowercase. And I think you all have sent me work there, but it's the same thing. Yay, Nicholas Michaelopoulos, 100 subscription celebration. That will be when we come back from Easter break. Okay. So remind me. Oh, Gabby, I love you too. I love you all too. And I miss you all so much. And stay healthy. Stay healthy. Keep away from people. And hopefully, if we all follow the rules, this will be over soon. All right. So I will talk to you after Easter break. If you have any questions during Easter break, please feel free to email me. Okay. All right. Yes, I know. Autocorrect sometimes capitalizes all on its own. Oh, Riley, why did you unsubscribe? We're going to come return to this after the break. Drew, tell Riley to subscribe again. He took us down to 99. I guess Riley doesn't want out on a homework assignment. I don't know. Love you too, Ari. Give your dad a big hug for me. All right. Yeah, Drew, Riley is a meanie. Okay, thank you, Riley. I know you were just kidding. Thank you for going back on. Okay, guys, love you. Have a safe and wonderful Easter break. Enjoy your families. Tell your parents how much you love them. All right. Um, all right. Way to go, Riley. Okay, see you guys in 2 weeks. All right. Bye bye.